Hey, it's Dr. Bob, and today I wanted to talk briefly about the five love languages. I'm quite confident that almost everybody's heard of them. They came from the story of Jesus in the New Testament, where the disciples were out on the lake and Jesus was on the shore, and he called them in for breakfast. And there's five different ways that he communicated love. And those five different ways are words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, time, and touch. And most people have read the book or at least are familiar with the five love languages. And I think that there is an application that goes far, far deeper than Dr. Chapman touches on in the book. So let me explain. Most people walk away and they say, oh, I know what my language is. I am gifts or whatever. And I know my partner's language. They are acts of service. And that's about as far as the application goes. It goes so much deeper. So think of a gift as something that warms your heart when you receive it, okay? And that you want to try to warm the heart of your partner by speaking their language. But it goes deeper than that. What if you have a particular value for one of the five gifts and you're not receiving it? There's a deficit there. Let's say that I have the love language of touch, and my partner walks by and gets within 4 feet of me and doesn't touch me. If I have the language of touch, I'm thinking to myself, why didn't they touch me? What's wrong? You see? So it isn't just the positive power of communicating love in your partner's language, but there's also the negative interpretation if and when they don't. So in my practice, I like to have folks actually provide the scores, all 5 scores, for how much they value each of the 5. And then I provide clients with a photo of those next to each other so that they can know what to communicate and the combinations of what to communicate. I'll give you a quick example. I had a mother and a daughter, and the daughter went off to college, and the mom really knew that her daughter had the love language of touch. Well, when she's 800 miles away, how do you communicate that way? She also appreciated gifts. Well, mom can mail her daughter gifts, but what about the touch part? Hey, here it is. She began giving her gift cards for a great massage therapist where she lived. And in that way, the daughter is receiving touch with the memory that this is provided by my mother. But let me talk about the value exchange with these. Sometimes people score very low. Let's use touch as an example. Let's say that I am very low on touch and my partner is high on touch. Sitting in a movie theater, my partner might want to hold my hand the whole movie. That is uncomfortable to the person who scores low on that one. There's an answer. Frequency. Every time that you're within a couple of feet of them as you walk by, touch them briefly. I'll apply that exact same principle to gifts. People who are high on gifts explain to me that it isn't about how much the gift cost. So let's just say a husband has a December to remember and gets a $85,000 Lexus for his wife. The guy thinks, woo, done for this year, as though there's built up value there. There's not. The $85,000 Lexus is one gift. And the language of gift giving and receiving is that when they were not in my presence, they thought of me. And so it is about frequency, just like touch. So I literally advise people to go to Dollar Tree and just buy a bunch of different things. Keep it in your car. And then every time you come home, maybe every other day, bring them something, hand them something. And it sounds cheesy, it sounds cheap, but it's about the idea that you thought enough of them when they weren't around that you got them something. At least you thought enough to dig it out of your trunk and hand it to them. So this is the interesting, intriguing thing about these love languages. It isn't just about knowing what their language is. It is understanding this giving and receiving of currency, the currency of love. So there's a lot more that I could talk about with that, but that's enough for today. I would love, see what I did there? I would love to hear what your experience has been in your important relationships, romantic and otherwise, about the giving and receiving of love. Maybe your story about perceived lack, about the empty place that maybe you have experienced because other people don't give you love in the way that you need to receive it. So please comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.